In this video, I'm going to break down how I made an AI remodeling agent that helps generate an extra $100,000 in kitchen and bathroom deals. In 2026 and moving forward, it is no longer a requirement to have super advanced coding skills or tech savviness abilities to have your own AI agent help you run your actual business for you, specifically within the kitchen and bathroom remodeling business. So that being said, I'm going to show you how you can do it for yourself and how this actually works. So let's go. Okay, so at the end of the day, the entire system comes down to one thing, and that's getting leads. Okay. Now, the main two ways to get leads are AI marketing and AI lead scrape. AI lead scrape is its own thing. I can go ahead and make a separate video on that, but in this video, I'm not going to prioritize it because we've been seeing the best results come from AI marketing, which is AI ads. Okay. AI lead scrape, there's many tools you can use for this, right? Which is scraping lead lists and looking for homeowners within your local area. Octoparse is a very common tool you can use. But again, we prioritize AI marketing because when it comes to speed, scalability, and consistency, we just see better and faster results from AI driven marketing ads. So with that being said, the first step is to create AI UCG ads for Facebook. Now again, in order to do this, all you do is generate scripts for the ads using ChatGPT. Now, a great example of a prompt you could use is something like this. So you can go ahead and screenshot this if you'd like, but a great example, you could type this into ChatGPT. Just make sure it flows well and sounds natural and it makes sense for the business, and you'll be fine. So once you have that script or those scripts, all you do is plug it into arcads.ai. Now, arcads.ai, if you're not familiar with it, it's a very powerful tool. It's working very well right now. It allows you to create professional looking talking head style ads. So essentially, here are some examples. Now, these ads usually save you a lot of time. They grab attention, they build trust, and at the moment are far cheaper than traditional ad production. Once again, your value as a remodeler isn't in filming ads, it's in delivering great work for your clients. Luckily, with archives.ai, you can use it as an asset. So once you have the actual ad, of course, you download it on your computer and you attach it to your Facebook and Instagram lead form. Okay, so the next step, of course, is to create forms to get leads information. All you need is one form. If you have a website, then you can use that contact page that you have. If not, you can use High Level, which is what we use, and make a form very simple: their full name, their email, and their phone. Once they hit submit, obviously you now have a new lead within your database. So that's on Facebook and Instagram for meta ads. Once you have that, of course, you have an actual lead now. So the next step is to qualify the leads. So the next step is naturally AI lead qualifying, is to contact the leads via your own AI caller. So this part is like the backbone of the entire system. We recommend SimFlow, which is, if you're not familiar with SimFlow, is an AI calling software. SimFlow literally allows you to make your own AI calling agent that can act like a sales rep or an AI receptionist, and it can automatically call all your new leads that submit their information via Facebook or Instagram. So of course, the next step is to actually program the AI caller, give it a script. But this time, of course, the objective will be to qualify the lead. So an example, once again, is something like this. You could plug it into ChatGPT. Go ahead and screenshot this if you'd like, but essentially the objective is very similar. You want to make sure it sounds natural because, of course, your AI caller will be speaking to the homeowner. Now, this approach is working very well because it mirrors a human-like conversation by, of course, focusing on the homeowner's project in mind, as well as sounding natural and not robotic at all. So you want to make sure it flows well and sounds natural. So once you have that script is when you finally actually plug it into SimFlow. And that's pretty much it, right? It's not complicated whatsoever. From that moment, the AI caller will know exactly how to handle any leads that come through. So the next step is to connect the AI caller to Go High Level. Go High Level is a very powerful CRM tool that you can use for many powerful integrations like systems like this. And you do this using the API key and model number from the actual agent that you made on SimFlow. All you do is have a trigger like Facebook lead form submitted. And the next action is make a phone call because, of course, the AI caller needs to call that new lead. And in order to do that, you program it very simply by attaching the API key and the model number within Go High Level right here in the model bracket. So once you do that, of course, the AI will automatically call leads using your actual script that you made, of course, the script from up here. So with that being said, the next step is the AI appointment setting step. And you're almost done, you're like 80% of the way there now. But this part is like the most fun part because the AI caller actually gets more context now. You connect your appropriate calendar to Go High Level. So then the AI caller can actually have contacts. It helps the AI caller do its job. and it's all done through your calendar. So all you do is attach your calendar to go high level, and that's it. Which leads us to step number 3, which is the actual follow-ups, okay? Where someone finally actually books a call with you or an estimate with you. At this moment where we use automations within Go High Level. So of course, make workflows specific for appointment reminders and follow-ups, all within Go High Level. A very common trigger you can use is customer booked appointment. So of course, this is when someone books an appointment with you, whether it's a call or an estimate. So you can always customize it to your liking, which of course right here is how you do it. For the SMS and the actual emails, so like for the actual context and copy that's getting sent, you can just use ChatGPT for that. Very similar to the other processes we used up here when it comes to making a prompt or a script, but this time you do it for reminders and follow-ups. And then for follow-ups, you can just use your AI caller via SimFlow for that. Most of the time, all you do is make a new separate agent that specializes in this and this only, just to keep everything organized within your SimFlow dashboard. Yeah, once you have that, I mean, that's pretty much it when it comes to reminders. So once you do this, 3 things happen. So number 1 is, of course, you stop chasing leads. Every lead is contacted immediately and followed up automatically at any given moment. Number 2 is increased show up rate. So of course, by default, because you have an actual system that's solid, so fewer appointments actually fall through and get lost or ghost you because of how consistent you are. And number 3, you just look more professional as a business. The homeowners experience a smooth and consistent journey, which often results in more reviews and a local strong authority within your market. With that being said, that pretty much is the entire system when it comes to making that AI remodeling agent that generates an extra $100,000 in kitchen and bathroom jobs. So if only done correctly and implemented correctly, this system will make you a ton of money in the long term. Because I know it seems like this entire system is a very short-term play, but if you optimize it well, if you have the automation set in place and you're constantly checking up on them, making sure they're actually doing their job, you're just gonna print money using this system. Simply because, of course, it's all automated, very hands off. The AI caller does the majority of the follow-ups. You can always pick up the phone yourself, but the AI caller is optimized to do it on a consistent basis. So it's very hard for people to actually ghost you. Only in the beginning is when you're actually setting everything up with the prompts and the scripts is when you're actually doing a lot of the work. But all the forms and Go High Level calendar integrations, very hands off. And the long haul, very hard to beat. So with that being said, usually what that results in is more happy families, which of course means more projects completed and under your belt, and more money in your pockets, right? These homeowners will be confidently paying for high quality work, which then creates more referrals, more repeat business, more reviews, and more authority in your local market, all driven by a system that works for you in the background. So with that being said, if everything is still confusing, or of course, if you'd like to learn more on how you can actually do this yourself from a more in-depth perspective, down below in the description box, using the first link, I actually attached a calendar booking page where you can schedule a free blueprint call with me one-on-one. On that call, I can answer any questions you may have on how, of course, you can do this yourself, or I can give you information on how you can have someone like me do it for you. Again, we do this full time. So of course it depends on who you are and your goals. Some people prefer done with you. Some people prefer done for you. Regardless, completely free. On that call, I can even show you a demo of how the talking AI can actually sound, because I'm sure many of you guys are genuinely curious on how this AI caller actually sounds. So with that being said, I hope to speak to you guys there very soon. Regardless, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video and catch you guys on the next one. Peace.